Hi guys, I'm Erik, and welcome back to Canada Casino, your guide to online gambling. In today's video, we're going to go over a basic guide of the game of Blackjack. Blackjack is one of the most popular casino games in the entire world. You've probably seen it played in TV or movies, but not quite understood what's going on. So in today's video, we're going to go through a step-by-step guide on teaching you the fundamentals of the game. The game of Blackjack is played from the players against the dealer. So regardless of how many people are sitting at the table with you, it is always the individual playing against the dealer's hand. So you walk into a casino, sit down on the blackjack table, and place your bet. What happens next? The dealer will deal you 2 cards, both face up, and deal himself 2 cards, one face up and one face down. What happens next? The game of Blackjack is played to 21. So whoever has the highest value of cards that isn't greater than 21 will win the hand between you and the dealer. In Blackjack, the value of the cards is determined based on the number present. So from 2 to 10, they're all worth what the number suggests. However, when you get into face value cards and aces, you can see that Jack, Queen, and King are all worth 10, and then the ace is up to you. It can either be an 11 or it can be a 1. The payout values in Blackjack are as follows. If you are dealt an ace and a 10 value card right out of the gate, you get what is known as a blackjack, and your bet is instantly paid out 3-2. However, if you're not from the lucky sums who got this, and you won from other means, like having a higher value than the dealer or the dealer busting, you're paid out 2-1 based on your bet. Once you've been dealt your cards, there's 4 actions you can perform. First, you can ask for a hit. When you ask the dealer for a hit, you're asking for them to give you an additional card. Remember, you're trying to get as close to 21 as possible without going over, because if you go over, you bust, you lose your bet and the hand. So for this instance, I'm working with a 17. I ask the dealer for a hit, he gives me an additional card, and wow, that's lucky, I got a 19, so a very good hand. The second option you can perform is stay. When you tell the dealer stay, you don't want any actions done to your hand at all. You're asking, you're all done, your hand is set, and that's the hand you're gonna play with for the rest of the game. Third, another action you can ask for is a double down. With doubling down, this can only be actioned after you're dealt your first 2 cards. So, before I was given the 2, I could ask the double down. With this, I would double my bet. I will be given 1 more card. So in this instance, I would have been given this 2, and I can't receive any more cards after that, and that will be my final hand going against the dealers. The final option you can perform is called the split. A split can only happen when both the cards you were initially dealt are the same number value. So, for example, let's move these cards off to the side and draw these. So we have 2 8s, we place our bet. So we ask the dealer for a split. What will happen is he will split our cards, we'll place an additional bet, and then we'll have the option to play 2 hands of blackjack instead of 1. We can do all the previous things we've talked about. We can hit, we can stay, we can double down. You can even split if you get another 8. But now you'll be playing 2 hands instead of 1. Playing this hand out, let's see how it goes. So this hand has an 8, gets another card, a 10, so we have an 18, and we're gonna stay. This hand has an 8, we draw a card, and it's a 2. I think with this hand, we're going to double down. So we put another bet beside it, and we get 1 more card. We get a 7, so a 17, and we're gonna stay. This hand already at 19, we are also gonna stay. So now that everybody's staying, the dealer's turn to play. He will flip his card, resulting in a 15. He will need to hit again, adding the 6, leading to a 21, which means he beats all of these hands, which is very, very, very unlucky. The house always wins. Better luck next time. So let's see what the dealer has. He'll flip his card, resulting in a 15, and he'll need to hit again, and he draws a 10. So the dealer goes over 21, so he busts. So all these hands here are winning hands, and everybody gets paid out 2-1.
Now that's more like it.
Let's talk about insurance. And I don't mean car insurance, I mean blackjack insurance. So at the table, you place your bet, the dealer deals you your 2 cards, and his card 1 face up, 1 face down. So Since the dealer has an ace showing, he will ask you if you want to buy insurance. What insurance is you place a bet just in case the dealer ends up with a blackjack since his ace is showing. So if you do that, you place your insurance bet and the dealer draws his card and it ends up being blackjack. This bet will pay out, so you'll return this bet and your original back to your hand and you lose nothing. However, if you don't pay insurance, you will just lose the initial bet. From my experience, I'd recommend to never buy insurance because at the end of the day, the risk isn't better than the reward. Let's go through a quick game of blackjack so we can go through what we've learned. So I place my bet, I get my one card, dealer gets his, my other card face up, and his one card face down. The dealer here has a 10. I have a 12. In my mind, I'm imagining the dealer has another 10 hiding under that card. So, with a 12, I'm not gonna win. I'm gonna ask for another hit. I get a card, and it's 19. I'm not confident I'm gonna win, but I'll stay. The dealer reveals his card, and he has 2 kings. So he beats my hand regardless, and I lose my bet. Let's go through a 3-person hand to test some things that we've learned. Everybody places their bets. The dealer then deals. Everybody's cards face up. And one of his cards face down. So let's see what we're dealing with. The player on my right has a 13 against a 5. What we're thinking the dealer has always is a 10 hiding underneath there. So a 13 might not do it. So this player is gonna ask for a hit. The dealer draws him a card. He now has a 17, which is comforting against a 5, so he's gonna stay. This player has a 12 against a 5. He's gonna ask for a hit as well. We give another hit. He ends up with an 18, which is a very good hand, especially against a 5, so he's gonna stay. This player has a 16 straight off the bat, and he's confident he's just gonna stay. So now it's the dealer's turn. The dealer flips his hidden card. It's a 3. He'll have to play it out. Gets a 9, which ends up being a 17, and in which most casinos is the cutoff, so he cannot hit anymore. So we pay out accordingly. This player with a 17 pushes, so he keeps his bet. This player wins, so he gets paid out 2-1, and this player loses, and the bet goes to the house. Depending on the casino you go to, each table of blackjack can range from playing with 2 decks to 8 decks. This is important to know, and don't be afraid to ask, because your strategy when playing will differ between them. Well, that concludes our beginner's guide to blackjack. If you have any tips for us, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, and definitely subscribe for future blackjack tutorials coming soon. I'll see you next time.